in the States.
3 years?
Yeah.
About 2.5 years, 3 years? Yeah, it felt really weird. It actually felt like really weird coming back.
Yeah.
Like when we landed in New York, I was just like, I'm back in America again. You know, very, very odd.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed though, dude. Okay, so I was telling this to like Del Walk the other day. I'm just like, okay, you know what? Like we're in the land of like really sweet drinks because I go to Starbucks and I'm getting this like caramel thing because I want something sweet coming off the plane. And in Europe, you get one of those and it's like okay, sort of sweet, but you can really taste the coffee and you know it's not too bad. I come here and I'm just like my face like crinkles up and sucks into like the straw because it's so sweet. Like just those differences. I'm just like, whoa, I'm back in America again.
You're feeling it. Well, I trust you'll show me around later on, and you know we'll
go on a road trip, bro.
We'll try all the local stuff. The 9th round already done with Titan going to end up winning it here. They did also win their first map on Mirage, and I think we got some cool stats here from Predator showing us that actually in 15 out of the 22 rounds that were played, Titan got the opening frag, and that's huge for them. Definitely huge.
Ridiculous. That is actually a ridiculous ratio.
So going into the first pistol round, starting off right away, Titan get to start CT side, and Luminosity, they got really good calls going into playing on Mirage. Let's see if they can do the same on Cash. It's looking like it's similar. I mean, check this out. It's going to be Apex alone on A, and pretty much the rest of the Luminosity team coming for him. Titan, the closest member by is going to be Existence, so Apex had better play a little bit more than his A game right now, and he ends up going down big opening. Again, Luminosity making the right call.
Oh, they're on top of it right now, actually. And again, with the right, again with the right calls. And we saw a lot of those coming out on Mirage as well. It came down to execution for them, not being able to hit the headshots. And we're going to have to see more of that here. But oh, what a nade already onto Lex. That's going to drop him down to half HP. And here comes the retake from Titan. They're just looking dominant right now, landing all the shots.
Anger coming up from behind. This is going to be huge. They've already cleared this out. They have no reason to suspect that someone might be here. Anger, oh, he's going to be alone. And they're defusing. He can't stop it. The bomb plant is in the corner, and they are going to get it as well. Anger, good finishing headshot here, but still ends up going down. And it goes back to something that we've been trying to bring up a lot, which is these bomb planting positions. Again, I know I keep droning on about it, but it really is a big deal. When you plant in this corner, if your last person alive is out in main, you are screwed. And you can't plant right here. I mean, imagine if the bomb had been here and Anger came in from main, different scenario. Or if it had been planted up here, which I think is an even better spot. Really good stuff. Of course, you can use, you know, my spots as well if you want to. But
yeah.
Regardless, really good stuff from Titan with the retake there. And Luminosity, again, great call. The after plant just not working for them.
No, that time around, Existence is now, well, already trade frags on B, and it's looking like Luminosity once again want to go just for the brute strength approach. Just powering in. There's the headshots, though, and they're managing to catch out 2 guys in vents. Anger and Frost doubling up. That's a huge turnaround here. Titan now down to Kenny, who's only got a CZ to work with. 1v3, but he's got the HE as well, and he lands it dead on Arya.
That has to be the perfect grenade combination. In the fire, and he gets tagged from the HE grenade. Kenny, though,
planted.
Yeah, that's a big problem here. So Kenny's got so much time. But apart from that, great work from Luminosity. But see, they still got to win it against Kenny. They do have the advantage here.
And Kenny is using his time wisely right now. He's taking all of it to work back around, change up the angle. He's going to come in through vents, and we'll see if they're prepared for this. It really doesn't look like it. They are definitely expecting him to still be lurking in CT. This could be a free kill for Kenny, but he doesn't look the right way. Instead, he's going to get tagged down, but he still nearly takes out Frost in the process. Just the timing there not working out for him at all.
Oh, and listen to that. LG in the background shouting. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they were really excited about that one. And what's interesting, or what was great about what Kenny was doing, is also the fact that he actually went the route where the diffuse kit was lying. So he bought himself more time doing it. So I think it was a good play from Kenny, but didn't work out.
Yeah, just an attempt, right? An attempt. I mean, Luminosity, though, they still managed to win a buy round, a forced buy at that, actually. So that might set Titan back. And that's what I was wondering about, because I was quite surprised to see Titan play so well on Mirage, landing all the shots. Because, you know, like we've said, a real problem for them, it's always been a struggle when they play against, like, the sub-top teams. So for them to come in and just dominate on Mirage, I was like, right then, okay. But if they start losing, you know, anti-eco rounds like that, that's when I'm going to start getting a little worried for the Frenchmen. I'm going to start saying, well, okay, it's time to tighten up your game a little bit. You can't give Luminosity the room, because on Mirage, they definitely showed that they were capable of making the right calls and playing off of that.
Yeah, absolutely. RPK, ready with an HE grenade if he gets the call from Existence. I thought maybe that was going to be a pop flash of some sort, which Kenny was just pop flashed into main. and is not going to push it. So that means there's going to be a lot of trouble for RPK and Existence over here. They will have a little bit of backup in Apex, but I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough to hold the American onslaught that's going to be coming for them here. Deagle is out trying to land those shots. He ends up going down. Anger to finish that battle really quickly on RPK, though, getting the kill. And look who's charging in. Kenny comes up with a quick double kill, and it's actually going to work. Terrorist Sai now down to a single man, and Frost will go down. Triple kill on Kenny. And Titan's still around right back.
And talking about the homework that Luminosity have done, you know, talking with Arya, he says, yeah, we've reviewed the demos, we've got a good idea of like how they want to set up on these maps, etc. That was about as bread and butter as it gets for Titan.
Yeah.
Like Existence holding on the far side of the site like that, and then RPK crouching behind the first box. Like that is so standard Titan. They do that every single time. So you cannot afford to get caught off guard by RPK. If you've done your homework and you've seen how Titan set up on Cash, you have to know that RPK, you have to check that box. You can't let him peek out and get a kill on you by surprise like that.
And honestly, it was another round that was lost from Luminosity because of them playing slowly. They seem to slow down and give Titan so much time. And Titan, they check main and they see no one here. Kenny gets pop flashed in. Once they do that, he starts rotating back immediately and they know what's up. So more speed. If Luminosity was faster here, I think it'd work better against Titan. Good pick off from Kenny. We expect nothing less. And Maniac can end up with a double, then turning it into a triple, leaving Frost all alone here. So pretty quick turnaround, I would say, from Titan.
Yeah, okay. Putting your foot down, saying, okay, yeah, you came back, you made it interesting, but now that's actually been a bit of a wake-up call for us. And they managed to rack up some nice kills. Maniac in particular crouching in that corner, using Kenny as good bait. Kenny peeking out, being like, guys, look at me, and then Maniac's like, sweet. Hold down mouse one, collect frags, collect money, and get the stats up there. So we'll be looking to see if Maniac can have a repeat performance of the one that he had last week at ESL when he top fragged, like just highest rating of the entire tournament out of anybody who attended. So that was huge for Maniac, in particular because he's been struggling recently. Had several months where he was really struggling quite a bit to get frags, to have an impact in the rounds, and also with this, just the community lash out that was coming at him because of that. So for him to have such a terrific tournament last week, he's got to be feeling pretty good going into this one.
Yeah, he was really down on himself on Twitter as well, just saying, you know, I'm disappointed and people are hating on me and I don't know what to do. And he was really feeling bad. So big sort of personal victory for Maniac, playing as well as he did. Aya, though, is going to be taking down Apex, which is a big opening frag here. In a round where Luminosity actually did kind of force it up, you see very little grenades and only a Tech-9 on Flom and a Galil as well in play. They didn't have a lot this round, but they've made it work early on. Now if they can trap RPK here, almost getting that entry frag, and he's going to end up going down now inside the bomb site. Oh, Kenny and Existence are there, holding up a solid wall at the moment. It's not over yet either. Kenny going to miss the frag here, and that smoke, he's going to play aggressively on it.
Yeah, look at this. He's already playing it out, but the smoke is there to block him off. He still goes through. Point blank Lex. What a shot. And it's going to come down to Maniac as well. He's rotated in from that A site, and he drops the bomb carrier. That was fantastic work there by Kenny, making the difference for his team in a 1v1 scenario here. So far, Titan have got a pretty good record in these.
Oh, and he has no idea Maniac's was where Frost is in an awful position and will go down. That is... There's no way for him to know that, really, and they've got so much time. They're going to end up picking up the...
Is he styling?
EWP. Yeah, he's just styling. He's just having fun with it. So there it is, the retake, and Kenny playing aggressively, even after getting smoked off again, still makes it work. That's got to be annoying.
But that's also just like what we need to see out of Kenny. That's so much confidence. And if Kenny has the confidence, he didn't have it at ESL yet last week, and Titan still made a final. If he's showing these kinds of plays already right here off the bat, if you're a Titan fan, you are excited right now. That is such a good thing because the Titan lineup relies so heavily on him to pick up frags for them with that AWP, CT side. If he's landing shots like this, you've got to be feeling ecstatic.
Definitely. And,
okay, trick plays.
Okay, so we need to look because you can tell something was... They just thought about doing it. They're like, no, yeah, it's too early in the tournament. Let's not do it yet. We spotted it. Apex to get the follow-up kill. Kenny will go down. So a nice return from Anger. They do need a lot more of this, though.
That was very nice, actually, by Anger. Quick return, and then Apex, they know that he's lurking around there in Connector, so you can see it's going to come down to the waiting game, essentially, who's going to take that first peek, and whether Apex can convince him that he is no longer there. He's like, no, guys, I've rotated over to that A site, and he's doing that now. So consolidating the defense here, Titan. They want to make sure that they tighten things up, and they're going for the information play here. Flash into A main. Maniac peeks behind that, spots the man out, and loses the duel. Lex takes his face off immediately.
Yeah, he heard the pop flash as well, so you knew definitely that someone was going to be peeking there now. 45 seconds left. And again, the NA team playing themselves into a position that's very winnable, But let's see how fast they can be. Last time they played this, they were really slow, and it's been hurting them. Now they need to kill Apex and go fast. And Apex trapped behind the electric box. He ends up getting the kill, and Lex with a good return. So still 2v2. There's one grenade here, and the Molotov that's on RPK is too far away. So again, we're down in with the standard plant here. So in the corner, still wish they would try and go for a more open one. But Existence and RPK going to go for a retake.
Yeah, they have to play together here. There's the Molotov, and we want to see it used because RPK, he has no idea. He doesn't know that Frost is waiting, holding this angle. He will just get him down with the rifle, however, and the second man doesn't spot him out. But Lex currently waiting behind quad boxes. There's the Molotov, and he's just quickly cleaned up there. Very clean play by RPK. Pretty much taking care of it single-handedly there.
Yeah, really good stuff. And sadly for Luminosity, they couldn't win an after plant. I think maybe Apex should have been going down, because you could tell what he wanted to do actually was probably jump up on the box and then make his way over here, maybe up to high ground. He didn't really want to stay trapped in this corner. So once he was discovered there, he should have been dead, and it should have been a 3v2. Bit unfortunate, but they get the bomb plant, and they are still going to be able to put together a buy here. Not a great buy, but more grenades than last time, so I'm happy to see that much.
Yeah, now they actually have some options. Coming back to those kinds of plays that you practice during, your prac matches, you do heavily rely on the nades. We've had Cloud9 actually say that in the past, that they've really struggled on certain land maps because they get used to a certain way of playing when they have the Molotovs to hold down these angles, the flashes, the nades, etc. If you don't have those going into the live match, it gets very tricky because then you're relying on your headshots, and if you aren't hitting those, it gets real rough real fast. So Luminosity now actually have some nades to work with. They still have a healthy number of smokes, so we'll see how that goes into them actually getting onto a site now.
Look how much Titan already know about what's happening. They did a double peek into main this time, and they've got RPK in the back lines over here, which is going to be really tricky.
This is another common spot for RPK. And I'm glad to see so far, like last 3 rounds, we've seen 3 different positions for RPK.
Yeah.
So on the site behind the box, then out in the hallway, now behind Checkered. This is going to keep Luminosity on their toes. It's going to make it very difficult for them to predict when it comes to taking this site.
Yeah, he's basically been trying to hold everywhere. But now that some time has passed, they're actually going to go back into it. And Maniac, together with Kenny, in this bomb site, see if they're going to check it. He's got the M4 out, and it's a silenced one, so it's going to be a little bit more tricky for them to know where he is, but they will check early on. Oh, there's still going to be a double kill for Maniac. Finally gets taken out by Lex, and Kenny in the background got to kill Apex helping out, and Frost will go down last man, 6-1. Now it's looking very tricky for LG. They're really starting to build an economy on the Titan side, and Luminosity keep having to make either these weird force buys, or they're going to have to go for an eco in the middle of everything, and that's what they're doing now.
And that's what I like. It's like, okay, go for the eco. No, okay, they don't. And I was about to say, like, go for the eco. You're still early on in the half. You can still afford to give up a couple of rounds to Titan without it being the end of the world. Just take an eco, bite the bullet, save so that you have all of the nades you need in the next round, or you have that AWP for Flom or for Frost.
I mean, one of the 2 rounds they won playing T-side Mirage was actually a double-up round.
Yep.
So that is worth thinking about, that they did actually benefit a lot from having the sniper rifles.
The one thing, the reason why Luminosity right now are saying, okay, well, we're going to go for this force buy is because these rounds have been kind of close versus Titan.
Yeah.
So they know that Titan's money isn't stellar. So they're like, okay, if we can just keep the pressure up on them right now, if we can keep these rounds close, then they can't get away from us. But it's still, it's just a decision call, basically. I mean, it's going to be a tough call regardless.
Wow, RPK went down in the background there. Aya picking up the kill. Aya getting a second kill, and then comes Apex with a really quick double in return, and it all crumbles at the end. Lex going to be alone in a 1v3. Not exactly looking great. It looked like it was going to be a good opening once they got that kill on RPK, because that is definitely the trick play in that take.
And they minimized the damage that Existence did as well. He took the guy on Checkered, but then he got overwhelmed. Wow. Nice little flick there by Lex. The 180, but Kenny gets it down in the end, and long-range shot with the CZ is going to clean things up. They hold on to the key gun, which is the AWP for Kenny, and that's going to allow Titan to start gaining some money. So long as they don't have to keep rebuying AWPs, they can drop M4s all day, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to be fine with that. That was a really quick flick from Lex there, playing maybe high sense, although not as high sense as some of the other players we're going to see in this tournament. I think Professor Chaos is one of them that plays very, very high sensitivity, really hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's also like the king of high sense is Hiko, right?
Yeah, Hiko, another one, definitely. Who else? I think Elish plays with a really, really high... like an incredibly high sensitivity. I have no idea how he plays at all, but it's fun watching it.
Sometimes you wonder, right?
Well, this round is going to be finally down to well, at least Tech 9 armor, so not really fully bought up this round.
Perfect.
Maniac gonna put up Molotov to just buy some time at the squeak door, and Kenny, you can shoot through this wall, something that should be done a lot more. Maniac flashed halfway, still gonna give it Arya, and Kenny goes down.
Yeah, he gets completely overwhelmed, allowing those Tech 9s to get so close. Good use of the smokes there and the flashes as well by Luminosity to close that distance and really bring those pistols to bear. Although those, there might as well be like little SMGs. I mean, Tech 9s up close like that with the armor pen, you can see what happens. One headshot and that guy is done. And that bomb site is wide open now. Luminosity, just like on Mirage, they're very close to winning an eco round here.
Yeah, great pop flash from Lex. That's going to buy a lot of time. That's actually really annoying. Just using it, and RPK will go down. Great round here as Frost will pick up a triple kill and make it 7-2. This is still very winnable for Luminosity. If they win 2 rounds in a row here, then suddenly Titan are ecoing. If they can get up to 5 or 6 rounds on the first half, it's pretty doable.
That's so sick. Look at them. They save 4 rifles as well. So that, I mean, they win an eco, and they hardly have to spend any money at all in the next round. Whereas Titan are now down. They are the ones who are really hit. They've got their backs to the wall, so much so that Maniac has only got a 5-7. And I would have actually made the call now that Maniac was going to get boosted up on a site. That might happen a little bit later. Instead, it's going to be a perfect pop flash, and Flom takes a peek and eliminates Apex immediately there.
How close was that to being a double kill, or at least doing a lot of damage to the guy behind as well? And that last round, a lot of it came down to Luminosity being quick, and then once again, they're really fast on their moving. They will get counter-flashed here. Kenny going to pick up a kill, and can they actually keep going? Maniac hiding inside the smoke by the squeak door. They have no idea that he's here, and they're going to try and get an Existence pick up a kill, but he's still lethal in this position, and now the smoke is gone. Instant headshot. Flom is going to be alone, trapped in a corner behind the forklift. Tries to AWP his way out. Pretty great AWPing coming out right now from Flom. That's 3 kills, and he still loses the round, unfortunately there. Titan going to steal it away. So they did try and go quick. I feel like they are trying to change the pace here on the North American side, but Titan with the counter flashes is just hard to deal with. Yeah,
that's the other thing, right, though. The anti-rush flashes. They're just going to be able to shut you down so quick, and they know when to use them as well, Titan. The perfect read in that scenario. Luminosity, though, with that bank, they're going to be able to get a decent buy. Flom has got an AWP again. They have all the nades that they need. Titan, though, 2 guys surviving at the end of that round, but the key thing is that they hold on to the AWP for Kenny, so they're going to be able to get him well-equipped here.
Yeah, and Flom investing in another AWP, and I can't really blame him. He's been showing some really good action the last couple of rounds. Apex close to middle. Not want to... You can try and sneak through the smoke. We've seen a lot of players do that just to try and go aggressive, and it is a big benefit if you can come out on the other side with that information.
It's fun, though, so much so that they actually have that spot, that boost spot up on top of Red and Garage like that, is actually known as Existence now because they do that anti-rush sort of thing, that anti-push kind of play. Maniac is going to take the step, overcommits, but still actually turns it around and wins it. 2 kills for him. Thought he was a dead man there for sure once he stepped off that box and really committed to main. Yeah,
it looked like that was going to be a little bit too much. Now it's Flom and Angora left, and with about 49 seconds on the clock, as RPK did win the one fight against Lex over here at the end. Anger and Flom. The bomb is in the middle as well, so I mean, I'm not sure what they're... I mean, they could walk in here and counter boost, pick up the bomb and run back in if they get the opening, but with 30 seconds, that's a bit of a fantasy as well. And Anger's low on health, so yeah, the counter boost comes in. They still need these kills.
I have no idea. 20 seconds. There's so little time now for them to act. And they're running back through B halls now. They're going to have to commit to this. They are going to go for the B site. RPK in his usual spot is going to pick up the first kill on Anger. Steps out and eliminates Flom as well. Just by the book play there by RPK. Nothing too fancy. And Luminosity just... You got to give them points. I mean, they did think, okay, we can go for this kind of boost situation. Just so little time to play with that they couldn't really sweat Titan out.
They're really being put in a rough position right now, and especially this economic reset that happens in the 9th round is really coming back to haunt them now. 9-2. They go for a round with Tech 9's pistols and a couple of smokes. Just want to get that bomb down inside of A, which is definitely very doable, but I'm not sure if this is going to end happily for Luminosity. At the current rate, it's Titan not just winning in 2 maps, but winning sort of really one-sidedly.
Oh, and there's the shot. Kenny missing it, though. Nice shoulder peek there. That's going to draw him out. Maniac, however, with that crossfire scenario, and now Kenny is just laying into him. Apex is rotated over as well. Very little time wasted by him. He gets caught out by Arya, but that's going to be it. It's now Frost coming in through main, walking right into a hail of bullets. and he's not going to be able to land a single one. So no luck there for them. And Luminosity, this is nice. He's got that paint me like your French girl, you know,
exactly.
kind of pose going.
That's what I thought.
But like 10-2, I mean, we could see Titan go up to 13-2 again, just like on Mirage.
Very good stuff. Frost now finally with an 8 WP again. It could have been Flom as well, but I guess they're taking turns. 10-2 though. Titan are looking really good early on in this tournament. And it's good, as you said earlier, it's good seeing that if you're a Titan fan, you don't want to have them to start a strong start, especially because they've been playing badly against other teams. Apex in the middle here going to get overwhelmed by the sandbags, and they did counter boost Existence up there, but he goes down anyway. Lex and Anger with 2 big opening kills.
Now we have to see. Maniac catches that push through into CT. He's not going to let the CT defense get split in half, so that's solid. And he's going to be able to hold that line now back there. Whereas Luminosity still in control of mid and trying to decide where they want to take that bomb. It looks like they're going to go through vents towards that B site. And RPK still alive here. He's going to be the only line of defense, essentially. Stepping up, picking up 1 kill, but not able to do more than that. It's going to be Maniac now walking in, and he gets a nice headshot onto Anger.
Oh, nice exit out of the vents. He actually, that was a really some good air control there. Where Kenny is going to be alone. Molotov out of position, just has to sort of run in. You think maybe he could do it. He gets the no-scope on Flom, and then the Tech-9 out. Can't get the kill. That is very dirty indeed, and it's going to be 10-3. Luminosity, if they can still make 10-5, it's possible.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad to see that Kenny's aim is still on, at least. I think he tagged him through the edge of the box there for him to live with 15?
Yeah, he did. Just right through.
Oh, man, that's so painful there.
Double up setup though on the LG side, so I'm kind of curious if it worked the one round out of half the rounds they won T side Mirage were double up. They did only win 2, but still.
Again with the ultra aggression though, bomb into A main, looking to see if they can't get towards that A site fairly quickly, but a smoke goes down for Maniac, so that's going to eliminate that possibility for Luminosity. And they fall back once again, although they do look like they have mid control. Having worked 2-3 guys out there now, so Luminosity will see what they can do with it. Maniac, or no, rather Existence with the ultra long spray onto Anger. That must have been like the last bullet in that mag to get that kill.
Yeah, and they double checked out by Toxic here, so they know that there's not going to be too many people. At least they did early on. LG is rotating back in, but RPK's up here as well. What is he waiting for? Is this going to be like some sort of really creepy flash that we don't know about?
It's looking like it. There it is. Pop flash through.
What? That is
that
crazy. Oh my lord, RPK, that's a double kill. That is completely crazy. How did they plan that out? That is so sick.
But now this could actually turn things around. Kenny going for the wall bangs, trying to find that shot through. Not going to be the case, though. Maniac having rotated over. He's in the B halls, and he's actually been spotted out as well. Arya telling that to his mates. Existence, well, nowhere to be found because it's Kenny holding on upper, and he is not going to hit the shot. He is going to find it on Arya, however, and now changing up his position. He's got such a huge life lead. Now the question is, does he know that Frost is low? Frost only with 8 HP, but it doesn't matter when Kenny can just walk up and one-shot you.
Oh, man. No kit on Kenny, though, but I think there's just enough time anyway for this to work out. So Titan going to steal that round away. That pop flash from RPK,
Disgusting.
I'm so happy we saw that. Those are the tiny details that are really worth catching on camera.
Because it looked like it bounces over, and then it just hits like the corner there and like pops just under the little lip. So it literally goes off right below, just white out the entire room. That is such a sick flash.
That is really dirty. And from the looks of it, it looks like he's completely out of it as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's out of the retake. Like, what is he going to do from that position? And it works so well.
He's like, hold on, I got this. Just watch, just watch.
Fantastic stuff from the returned RPK.
But now, I mean, it's a bit of a quasi-buy for both teams. 2 rifles for Luminosity, the rest of them going for Tech-9s and a single Deagle, whereas Apex has had to skimp and go for a 5.7 on his side. So not a whole lot of money on both sides here.
Yeah, it's the last round of the half, so they're just going to go all in, trying to see if they could do it. But this is a strong setup right now for Titan at the A-bomb site. Apex opening the door for the pop flash. Look at how well they're coordinated. That was thrown actually by Maniac, and then he just sort of picks up on it, opening the door. Apex is going to get the 1 kill in here, but still looking good for the terrorist side. That Molotov not going to connect, and they have a 1-man lead and a lot more rifles.
Yeah, Apex, or Maniac, rather, just kind of pinned down. Existence still going to get a great spray down onto Frost, however, catching him out. And now a 2-on-2 retake scenario here. Apex is trying to draw the attention to himself over here in Squeak, trying to set it up so that Existence can find a way through. He's going to flash his way through that smoke, get into the little cubby, Now, can he actually find the remaining members here? Wallbang down onto Lex, but Existence here with the long-range spray. Readjusts, but he turns around, and Arya with the mind games comes around the other side of that box, going to completely catch him off guard.
This could have been a much better half for LG. I mean, they did 11-4, which is not the end of the world, but they could have probably picked up 6 or something rounds on this first half here. So I don't know. I'm still very curious, but some cool details at the end. RPK's flashbang, but then also over here with the Apex holding really close to the squeak door, Maniac throwing a flashbang from here, and when it's mid-air, Apex opens the door and it pops in. That is a very tricky play as well. I wish there had been someone in there. That is not the last time I think we're going to see that from Titan. And this is actually the kind of work we've been... I mean, we expect Titan to put into the game. Because they were, I mean, in Source, they were well known for being, you know, the team that had pretty much every single smoke. And I think talking to Vendetta in the past, the flashbangs especially, he felt like was that was the hard part about playing Titan and Source, just very games, I suppose. Well,
they were always so refined, right? And that was also when Existence had like total control over his minions. He knew exactly what was happening at all times, and everything was so closely orchestrated.
Yeah.
So now, you know, Existence has like given quite a bit more free reign to his teammates. I mean, Apex and Kenny, they have pretty much like free reign to do what they wish. Kenny in particular. So Titan are a different beast, but we are currently just, you know, paused out, waiting, and there we go. So we will be getting into the pistol round now of the second half. Titan not as dominant a first half as we had on Mirage, but still 11-4 is definitely them coming out ahead and winning their CT half.
Yeah.
Now they only need the 5 rounds here on their T half to connect, or to collect, you know, this best of 3 victory here to start things off.
And look at the call being made from Titan here.
Yeah.
This is just an action-packed round that we're about to see. They may slow it down in the beginning, but you can be sure that once they engage the CT side, they are not going to stop. They're going to keep going. They've got RPK jumping back here, making sure there's not going to be any kind of push-up behind them, but the big tell of what's going to happen here is the armor. No grenades, so this is just going to be explosive play.
Yeah, and this has also been Titan's go-to for the last couple of weeks.
And
really favoring the all Kevlar buy on their T side.
And RPK alone, just by spotting them, there's 3 people pushing up B. He spots them, and they instantly fall back. Arya going to get taken out now. A lot of trouble is coming Anger's way. He's got Flom up here looking for a headshot. Not going to connect just yet. And Titan moving closer. They might get trapped in here, though. It's looking good right now for the CT side. And Lex landing a headshot, running back on RPK. It's up to Kenny and Maniac, and they are in a lot of trouble. Great round right now for Luminosity.
Yeah, straight rotation coming out of Luminosity as well. And they still have both HEs, although as I say that, Lex gets caught out. That's Maniac lurking in mid, doing his job. Kenny going to be able to get onto this site. There's the HE right onto him, but he misses it. He clips the edge. Instead, Frost walks forward, and he doesn't get the kill. Kenny alive with 12, and he gets the instant headshot onto Frost. Now Maniac in a 1v2.
And the bomb plant, he planted open. Maniac trying to get in here. It's not quite open enough. He gets the one headshot. Anger gets the defuse off, and it's going to be a victory for the North American team. It's Maniac with a triple at the end. But I hope you guys were paying attention, because Kenny actually did plant at the edge instead of inside. A lot bigger chance. And this time, Kenny couldn't really make anything. He couldn't do it differently. If he had had just a couple of seconds more, and he could have planted back here, he couldn't have. But if he tried it this time, that would have been a round win for Maniac probably, because he could have held it from main once again. So these bomb plant positions, they make a really big difference on Cash. 11-5 though, and a must-win round right there for Luminosity. They make it work.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, now it's already different because in Mirage they won the second round, right? Now we have to see if Titan are going to be able to give them a taste of their own medicine, come back and win the anti-eco situation here, because they haven't wasted any time. They've gone for a straight buy, in fact, Titan. So Galil on Maniac, Tech9, full nades on, well, everybody else pretty much. And now Titan, they aren't wasting any time at all. They're just going to go rushing right through. Touchdown nade? No, falls just short. But the bullets do the trick as well, and RPK already down to 23 HP.
Yeah, a lot of people running in here. The SMG going to be down on Flom and Maniac picking up a double kill. They keep going. Titan really winning out in this round so far. 2v3 with the bomb down, and nobody has a kit picked up currently on either of the 2 remaining members on the CT side here. Boost in the back. Kenny taking a fight. Arya trying to get a little bit closer behind the box. He knows there's 2 people there because they boosted up. He gets the one. He gets the second one. A great retake coming out. Double kill for either of the members, and Existence to go down as well. Nicely played on Luminosity, and even without the kits, they're going to be able to defuse here.
Yeah, they'll have the time, or at least they should.
Yeah, they will.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, they will. So that was really well played, though, by Arya, man. Catching out both of them, and with, like, the pre-fire around the angle there as well. Didn't even risk getting, you know, face shot, basically, with that Tech9. Just really clean retake coming in here for the North American team, Luminosity Gaming. And, well, Titan now gets set back. They're kind of in a bit of a mixed situation, though. Kenny could go for a glass cannon AWP, but then the rest of his teammates aren't going to have that much gear. So Titan, feeling like they still have a lot of space to work with, they're just going to go for another kind of like quasi-buy here to make sure that they're going to have all the money that they need in the next round.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be looking at the two people who have smokes here just to see what they're going to be used for. Because one more, you know, bomb plant in here would be going to go for Titan, but not sure if they have anything special planned for us.
I'm thinking they should be going A site with two. They could block off Forklift and CT, and then just kind of run out onto that site and get the plant, especially behind a couple flashes with the Tech 9. It feels like A site is always, you know, a high chance of actually getting that bomb plant. Maniac once again over in Squeak. I mean, basically like his place. This is his like home away from home. Every single time on cash, he will go Squeak door, which is another detail that teams need to pick up on.
Yeah, Flom. I mean, if they do go A, which right now it seems like they're going to go for sort of a double boost middle, which could be really good. Doesn't mean it's on an A push, but the bomb making its way out here is going to make it a little bit more tricky. Lex, they're getting really close. He's trying to run back, but they're so close. He has to stand and fight. He ends up going down. And Flom, his position isn't really being put into play just yet. Then they're coming a different way entirely. Aya, with a very important pickup, gets a second one as well. And it's back into a 3v3.
Bomb is still mid, but Anger does manage to catch out Kenny from Connector, and he's going to stop, actually. He's going to stop everybody. I mean, Frost is going to be able to pick up that kill from CT onto Maniac, but Anger hits the perfect timing to stop that push up short. And Titan just electing to not go A main at all, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, that could have been really tricky. Now, we saw the... I just want to bring this up again, because, you know, I looked a lot of Mirage. I did look a little bit of Cash as well. So I've been saying this for a while now. I still want to see someone do it. No one's done it yet, as far as I know, in a competitive game. You can wallbang through the top of this into the boost spot up here. You can shoot right through. You just have to shoot through the sort of the metal grid up here, but it's actually possible to shoot through and check there. Even with an AK, you don't have an AWP. So I want to see more terrorist teams do that. And actually, look at this.
Well, there you go. Perfect.
So yeah, you can check Lex's position very easily. I
think Maniac is Maniac's wised up to it because he heard those steps, and he probably heard the guy jumping up onto the boxes as well. RPK gets that headshot onto Arya, but then goes for a peek, and Flom is going to be waiting there with the AWP. So we're back into a 4-on-4. This position still favors Titan, and they instantly take out Lex. That was a lot of information that was gained there by Maniac with his position in Squeak early on.
Yeah, absolutely. So Apex just running in and checking that, hard checking it very much at the beginning. But, like I said, they could have checked it from the other side. And you don't even have to hear anyone. You can just spend 10 seconds shooting there, and you're going to be just fine. Anger is about to get shot in the back, which is not very good at all. If he goes down, then that's going to be a lot of trouble for Frost, who's getting burned alive in the background as well. So he's already on half health. He needs Flom to get here quick. Otherwise, he's going to be alone. And Kenny will drop him down.
Just puts a shot randomly through the smoke there.
Yeah, he did. He must have just,
Yeah, he just puts a shot through the smoke. He's like, okay, going to check happy position. There you go.
Not cool. 12-7. Titan coming back with a round here and making it tough on Luminosity now, as they don't have a lot of money. They in fact kind of have to save at this point and to just hope that they can win out once this round is done. Otherwise, it's not really going to work out for them. And that AWP from Kenny, lethal as it ever was, it seems. Him and Maniac playing really good Counter-Strike at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised to see Titan doing so well on this map either. At least according to the stats, this has been like their most played map by a wide margin, and they've actually done fairly good on it as well, winning most of those map choices. So they're comfortable. We've always said, you know, like CT, T side, Titan have always seemed very solid as far as, you know, the execution is concerned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you can just tell how much work they put into it. Those couple of flashes that we saw by Squeak and the one that RPK did, great stuff. I'm expecting that flash to be on the front page of the Reddit by the time this match is over, essentially.
Because that figure it out.
That was so cool.
And Anger now kind of left all by his lonesome over in T-spawn. Not a whole lot that he can do, especially considering the bomb got planted all the way on the other side of the map. So best case scenario now for him is to find a free kill somewhere, but Apex spots him, and now the game is up. Maniac should be able to close in Existence as well. They're going to box this guy in. It's that fight. Now they know exactly where he is. There's just not going to be any escape here for him. Although he's running to the guy with the lowest HP, RPK. Apex gets around into T-spawn fast enough. And so now 13 rounds for Titan. They need 3 more to win this best of 3. And we have to see what Luminosity are going to throw at them now in this round, because Arya doesn't waste any time. He goes for a straight buy.
You know what they're going to throw, Sumler? The one smoke they have. Oh, they bought more. It worked for a while.
They really don't have a lot, though.
On Titan's side, look at the madness here. 4 Molotovs.
But what is Frost doing? Frost has still got money in the bank. Yeah, run back there, Frost. This isn't an eco round. Yeah, buddy. Like,
no problem.
Miscommunication there, I suppose. But that, in this couple seconds, there could have been an opening there for Titan to exploit.
Yeah, could have been. ESEA and Anger have got a crossfire set up between inside the bomb site and vents. And they've got Flom showing up as well. Pop flash in. Not really, no one going to react to it. Just trying to offset any kind of push that Titan might be doing. They've got a good read on what's happening on the CT side here. So as long as they stay in these positions, they should be all right.
Yeah, and already Anger up in vents takes out Apex as well. He's going to nearly take out Maniac, who's going to fall to Lex next. So Lex crouching there by the main entrance. Now it's going to come down to whether Kenny can land some sick shots, and it's not going to be happening. Flom is going to get him from on high, and this is looking like a near flawless round for Luminosity. A crucial win as well. Had they lost this one, I mean, this is one of those cases where you're taking a big risk because you're spending all of your money. Had they lost this round, Titan would have gone up to 14 rounds.
Yeah. This
time around, the gamble works, and now Luminosity have that extra round to be able to give up. They have a buffer.
And a bit scary, you know, you start the round having to send Frost back to the spawn and like, use all your money. Don't do that. But Titan can still buy, though. That's the big thing here. They do have the grenades and the AWP still on Kenny. In the middle, 3 members from the CT side pushing up here. Are they going to go for a counter boost at any point? We haven't really seen that much yet, and it feels like that's going to be the name of the game here. Flom, is he going to flash them in? He's got 2 flashbangs, and there's going to be...
They're waiting for it, though. Apex. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. That's really hard. The great setup, though, from the CT side. And Anger will get the return kill on Existence, so they're still doing all right. But, I mean, you do the counter boost with the teammate flashing you in, that really should work.
Yeah, they kind of went for like a quasi-Envy as well, where they dropped the Molotov, and I was expecting them to boost that man up into the Molotov, which was kind of what Envy were doing with Kyoshima for a while on Cash.
Yeah.
But they kind of just like held back, I suppose. Luminosity taking a little bit too much time there, and Titan just ready and waiting. Now Titan are going to get mid control, so it's going to be even more difficult to hold on to these sites once the push comes through. But a fresh smoke going down to block off a main might buy them a little bit of time here.
Almost hitting that shot on Apex, who's still right at the edge. He's just walking in. He's ice cold. He knows there's an AWP trained right into that corner, and he still just managed to walk in.
They're waiting for short. They're waiting for the short guys to wrap around right now. And look at that. Yeah, Kenny takes the peek, misses the shot though. And that's going to hurt. Yeah, you see, now they're starting to get their hands forced. 20 seconds left for Titan to get onto the site, and Frost is holding it solo. He just drops the bomb.
RPK all alone. There's almost no way out of this one. Trapped in between 3 players on the CT side. Gets the first one and goes down. Great round from Frost, who's really picking it up here. A triple kill. Apart from that, it's actually Anger and ESEA who are top fragging on the LG side. But Luminosity are making it work. No bomb plant and no money for Titan here. So it's going to get interesting now.
No, that certainly hurts them. That hurts them a lot. And Kenny missing a pretty standard shot for him, all things considered.
Yeah.
So that, like, if he could have picked up that kill, then Apex maybe takes out Frost and they get up onto that A site. The one thing that Titan are really suffering from right now is this push that keeps coming out of Connector from Anger. Like, that's the 2nd time now where he's just wrecked that short push by just pushing out at the right time and catching them off guard. Titan really need to start, you know, having one guy watching short and one guy watching Connector to make sure that they can't get flanked like that anymore.
Are they going to go for the double boost middle, or it's just going to be the single person? Yeah. So, looks like they might try and get out the squeak door with quite a few members here. Frost, though, he's picked up the auto sniper.
This could be brutal.
Wow.
Existence takes the shoulder peek, drawing it out. They know there's a Scar 20 now. Flashes out, and there we go. Frost now going to have to crouch behind quad boxes as best he can. Goes for the no-scope, but he's not going to get it. Maniac up close has now got that gun, but he's going to get taken out immediately. Anger with the quick rotation manages to get up here in time and save the day.
Lex is playing really well at the moment. That was a really important kill on the guy boosting up there. No bomb plant yet. RPK wants to get it down. 3 bullets left here for Lex. He's got the best luck. No! RPK with the auto sniper. I think it must have been a no-scope taking him out, and now it's a 3v3. Bomb ticking away. ESEA coming up with a good kill here. Apex and Existence are left and trying to see if they can hold on to the round a little bit longer, but Apex, again, bomb down standard plant, and he's in main. It is almost impossible. He will go down to ESEA, who gets a good triple kill in, and they're going to save the auto sniper and the AWP and make it 10-13. That round was more scary than it should have been, but I think Frost got caught a bit by the fact that when he rotated in here, they got out behind the box. So he sort of, the timing was that he went back to peek on the other side of the box, and they were already in there. So a bit tricky for him.
All right, well, now we're starting to see how things are going to turn out here for Titan, because they've run out of a cushion. They don't have all those rounds to work with anymore. It's starting to get into crunch time. And they've only picked up 2 rounds so far this half. They still need another 3 to pick up the win, but Luminosity are getting within striking distance now. So this is when it starts to get very difficult. And Kenny just off the wall bang. That was so close. Anger trying to go for the counter, and neither team really connecting, although Apex did get tagged down to 81 there.
Yeah, not sure. Oh, he's all the way at the back here.
Probably
Is that a grenade?
Probably ate a nade then in that case.
Yeah, must have been. Titan just slowly setting up. While they're setting up, and this is just a small detail, but they do have Maniac and RPK holding the extremities of the map, making sure that no one's sneaking up behind them. So that's very common. We kind of expect nothing less. But when you forget about it, you can really lose rounds.
That's when it gets painful. Oh, did he spot Lex out on upper? Now he does, and Lex. Nice shot there on the Maniac. Look at Kenny, though. This is a very clever position. This boost on the side, just looking over the smoke, and this is what you can do now as well.
Titan are so well prepared. It's ridiculous on either side.
That's an adaptation because that smoke is on the ground, and just the difference, that small difference of like half a foot allows them to see over that smoke, where otherwise they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. And it's something we've been saying for a long time, is that these smokes do allow for a lot of this, and a lot of the teams haven't been exploring these possibilities a lot. So Kenny and Existence left here.
Well, let's see what develops. I mean, basically they've got. This is a save scenario basically for the 2 Titan members. They aren't going to be moving anywhere. It'd be suicide for them to do that because they've only got 10 seconds left to get a bomb plant. Luminosity, man, they are just completely shutting Titan out. And now they know. Good shot there by Kenny to shut down Arya, but Luminosity, they should be able to close in on these guys. They should definitely be going on the hunt. They cannot let Titan hold on to these guns.
They should be wallbang. Yeah, there we go. Shooting as much as they can. You can't shoot for this, though, without something more powerful. But yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, what they got? No.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
But trying it is definitely worth it. So I'm glad they did that at least. 11-13, though. We're getting really close right now. And the match is paused for a moment as well. So maybe Titan just taking a moment to think about what's going on here.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely a timeout on Titan's part. And this is what I was worried about coming into this tournament, because even last week at Star Series, despite the fact that, or Star Series at ESL rather, despite the fact that Titan got far into the tournament, they were still very much like charged as far as the back and forth communication in the team. If you listened to the POV stream at all, you heard a lot of arguments actually breaking out on the team. Nobody really able to agree on what they wanted to do, etc. And that's when it came down to crunch time. And so Titan, once again, under duress here. They've lost the big buffer that they had after clearly winning their CT side. Now, all of a sudden, are they going to be able to keep it together long enough to pick up the 3 rounds here? Whereas Luminosity, they're the ones who are just coming back into this rip-roaring, and they're the underdogs. They have nothing to lose. So everything is going great for them.
Yeah, really impressed by what they're showing us. I think the turning point for the LG side was when they started playing a little bit more aggressively T side. They had good calls, but they started going faster. Yeah. That won them some crucial rounds. And now CT side, they've just been stepping it up quite a lot. They seem to be winning a lot of these mid battles against Titan, which is making it hard for the French team to establish the control. So many calls, so many mid-rounds calls you can do on this map start when you get the mid control.
And not only that, they give up the mid control. There's a battle, but they give up that mid control, and then they start walking up short. And like at least twice now, Anger peeks out from connector and kills 2 Titan members, and that should never happen for Titan. They should never be getting shot in the back like that. So like you can say all bad luck, bad timing, etc. But the fact that Anger repeatedly does that and to great effect, because that's clearly cost Titan 2 rounds. They need to cut that out. Like Titan needs to lock down that mid control once they have it. They can no longer allow for themselves to get peeked out like that. Well, what are we going to see now out of them? I mean, we can see the buy clearly coming through. They're going to have to go for it, it seems like. Titan.
Yeah.
I mean, Maniac has got 3750, so he should be able to afford
just enough for an AK if he wants
AK armor if he wants it, yeah.
But he's already got the Tech 9 and a bunch of grenades, so you got to wonder if he's... It still makes more sense for him to buy an AK, I think.
Yeah, I think they need the shots. I mean, they put him in Squeak. The nades are going to be set up over... Yeah, okay, he goes for the AK armor. And no, okay, it's going to be a change of pace here. They're going towards the B site. The B site Hall is taking the bomb there as well. Are they going for a very quick play here, Titan? This could be it. Trying to catch them off guard, but bomb already in position. And there's the shot from Kenny. Headshot immediately. This is big.
Apex very nearly going down, but they are in checkered at least. And Anger and Lex are in the middle. And Arya not making a call yet. You can tell he's kind of just saying, well, they could be in checkered, but I don't know quite yet, so don't go crazy. Although his team has really rotated into this bomb site. If Titan knew, that would be huge. And maybe if Maniac's going to peek in, he'll tell them in a second. That's Lex going down. Anger can't help out either. And now Frost and Arya still in this B bomb site. But and now
Maniac has started pushing. Exactly. Maniac has started pushing. He's starting to get that info now. He could catch out Anger. And this is going to get worrisome. He's getting so much info as to the setup. Does he actually start catching them off guard here? Anger will take out Kenny, who's waiting in vents, so that's going to be a little bit of a setback here for Titan. But Maniac needs to be highly effective here, and he misses the shot and loses the duel versus Frost. That is a calamity. Arya pushes out into B halls, takes out RPK, that drops the bomb. Apex trying to turn it around here, looking for that headshot, the running gun, but he's not going to get it. And he is now alone. Anger picks off Existence. Titan completely lose control of the situation.
It seemed like there was 100 different ways they could have won this round, and now instead it's turned into this really weird scenario. Apex still got 20 seconds left, and they are, yeah, this is not going to work out. They're ready to resume. And Frost with the heavy artillery in the background here, and Apex is gone. And look at, oh, Luminosity, you can hear them now in the background. I hope you can see them on the camera as well. They're really fired up.
And they're making noise right now, and I think they're sitting just across from Titan as well. So it's like they're going to be making noise. They want to make sure that Titan are off balance. Nothing is going Titan's way on this T side. This is incredible, the fact that they're struggling so much here. And just weird situations as well. Like Kenny scoped up in vents, completely leaves himself open to mid, didn't have anybody there watching, or Existence did fall back, but Existence was far back into garage, so he didn't actually have eyes on mid to watch Kenny's back.
I mean, I think you called it. The sort of the signing moment was when Maniac came up from behind and missed that kill on Frost. I mean, that has to be an opening. If he gets that kill, it all changes.
But why didn't Maniac push earlier also?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for like 20, 30 seconds, all 4 of Luminosity were on the B side, and Maniac was just sitting.
Yeah, they probably didn't know. They didn't feel like they had the information for it there, but there seemed like there were a bunch of openings for the French side here. Now it's 13-12. It is definitely not over yet. No team has won this, and I mean, even though Luminosity have a great chance of equalizing here, which would be a huge victory for them, it's still got to make it all the way to the finish lines. And Titan do have Tech 9 armor. You know how bad that can get.
But there's also a lack of information here clearly from Titan. Like, Luminosity clearly have an advantage because Titan have been playing so many LAN matches recently, so that's a lot of info for Luminosity to delve into and really get a feel for how Titan play the maps, whereas Titan are going in blind. They have no idea what Luminosity are going to be bringing at them, so there is that to consider as well. Existence is always going to do his homework. He's always going to get the work in there and try and get the info, but, you know, how effective is that information going to be versus what Luminosity now have on Titan? And, you know, we saw it on Mirage where Luminosity were making calls and just anti-stratting, and now it seems like Cash as well. Luminosity, man, they are not afraid right now.
Going to be boosting up once, and Apex is ready with a bit of actually a smoke to start off with, just to smoke off the mid connector. So a lot of this may be going to go, yeah, Anger's going to get Molotov down as well, so not even going to be allowed to stay. That's a very effective way for Titan to get the mid control now. Let's see if they can actually execute based off of it. They're going to run in here, and that's a good shot from Lex.
Oh, and Maniac.
No problem.
RPK does get a kill back onto Frost, but yeah, this should be an easy round for Luminosity to lock down from here on out. Once again, Anger peeking out from Connector, takes out Existence, and will remove RPK as well. Anger is so effective in that position. He has been all CT half, and they're even able to save that Scar 20 for Frost, so you can see, man, Anger's sitting on 27 frags right now. That is a 6 score line for him.
Yeah, and Lex playing really well in that round, just getting the triple kill. They seem to have really come alive here. 13-13, the score's been equalized. And Titan, they are definitely struggling. They've been losing, well, you can tell, a lot of rounds in a row here. They got the 5th and the 4th round, and that's pretty much it. Now they have the Molotovs, they have the AWP without armor, head armor at least on Kenny, which is a real factor. I mean, playing T-side and you don't have head armor, that can get bad.
Yeah, that M4 bullet will take you out without the helmet to mitigate, so mitigate the damage, that is. So this is definitely going to be touch and go, and this is basically the key round for Titan. If they lose this one, they're going to be in some kind of quasi-buy in the next one, and we could be going to map 3. We could be going to Dust 2. It could be a 2-1 here, so we'll see. Now, Titan, what do they have in store for us? Right now, it's a very passive play from them. Again, Maniac going back to Squeak, kind of just doing the thing that he does, and RPK holding on the extremities as well.
And you got to think, if he stays here, RPK, are they going to come for him? They got 3 people here, so either they fall back or they sort of push out, but they can't keep 3 people here forever. That would be a mistake on the LG side, and one of them is going to fall back. So that's a little bit sad for RPK, because if they pushed, he would definitely got that kill.
Look at the ultra passive hold on that A side horror from Luminosity. Both of them all the way back, one of in happy corner, one behind quad boxes, and Lex is going to beat Maniac, and Anger peeking out. Anger just finding the right time every single time. He takes out Apex. And Arya, he's going to get a free kill onto RPK. This is so much information gained. He's letting them go by. This is so much info. Kenny, no idea where he's getting shot from. And the double, triple kill coming in from Arya. They had no idea where he was.
beautiful play. That takes a lot of nerve to do that. At this level, when you're about to lose the best of 3 entirely, you let them all through and get 3 kills like that. Great play from ESEA.
This is so sick. And that's one of those times where it's like, you look like a genius, right? If one of them turns around and shoots him in the face, then it's like, why didn't you shoot at the first opportunity that you got? But not this time, man. He just lights them up, and that shatters Titan. Now they go for rifles, but I mean, no AWP for Kenny. Very light on the nades. This is Titan with their backs to the wall.
It's going to be map point if LG can win this. Molotovs to go through, and just going to force Titan back a tiny bit here. But things are looking really good.
We know there's a guy in vents, so that's some decent information there for Titan. It looks like they may have wanted for a second there to move up into B halls to maybe get a punish shot, but that's not going to be the case. Instead, they're once again just going back to this 1-3-1 setup for Titan.
They have no smokes, so they can't. I mean, even with smoke, stopping an auto sniper is difficult. But when you have none, that means Flom can also get 3 shots. If they go for A right now, they should be shut down. With the flashbangs, I mean, where are you going to go here?
I'm really curious. And again, mid control from them. The last time they got wrecked by Anger in this vents position, we can see the smoke going down to block them off this time. So they're just like, okay, Anger, if you're up there, dude, we're not going to let you have an impact. But Flom is trying to draw attention now to Connector. Anger, the smoke is going to clear any second now. He's going to have an opportunity to go for a peek. We'll see if he has any joy. That bomb is waiting over in the corner, and there's a man holding up close to him. That's about to be the battle there. Could be taking it with existence at any time. The wallbang goes through, and he walks out, tries to get the headshot. He's not going to get it, and now drops right into the waiting arms of Maniac.
But look at this. They actually do take over the A bomb site in the meantime, as Apex, I think, was it, who's just snuck up and got that kill. That means the auto sniper is gone, and Flom in the middle is going to get dropped. Great round from Titan. A team ace as well. Every single member picking up 1 kill each, and it's going to be 14-14 for Luminosity. They do have the money, but if they end up losing here at the end, that will be almost too painful.
Yeah, you can't give it up now. I mean, Luminosity, they have 10K on Frost, so he's going to be able to afford to look at that. He spends 10,000 in the single round. That's insane. So much money spent, and 7,000 dropped by Flom as well. A lot of the bank has just been used by Luminosity, so this is it. Such a close second map here.
That's close.
That looked like it was about to overshoot it.
Yeah. Or just stay airborne for too long and it just kind of explodes. So I'm interested. It's curious that that ends up working. Frost still a lot of confidence being put into him just holding this alone. But in the middle, Lex goes down, and that's obviously big. Now Titan have a little bit more control. Frost, though, going to come out on top of Maniac. Auto Sniper is just so good.
Yeah, it is. I mean, holding that long line, that's what it's all about. Such a powerful position to work from.
Last time, Selmo, he let 3 people through and got 3 kills. This time,
he got spotted. Existence knows he's there. Pre-fire from Arya, though. Sick play from him. Apex runs right through. There's the damage, and they're going to be able to overwhelm him. RPK takes out Anger as well. That was the rotator on high. And they've now got 4 members alive on this B site. Titan, so difficult now for Luminosity to get back into this. This is almost like the clutch call now. Do you go for it, or do you back off and hold on the guns and trying to take this into overtime if you're Luminosity?
Yeah, and they're going to run away. Kind of wish Flom had put a couple of shots through the, into check it here. Just because there's almost no reason not to do it. Regardless, just to point out the bomb planting position here, which is important. This is like the secondary spot on the map, but actually, I think in a lot of cases it should be the primary one, because at least you can hold it from up here. The other one that we started to see used a fair bit is actually this one, where you can hold it from the cross, where you can hold it from the main entrance. So both these positions, I think, are better than the standard one, unless you're really getting shut down from upper as well, which can happen. But still pretty cool. Frost and From, they're going to play for overtime.
That's it. I mean, this is the call, because they used so much money in the last round, Luminosity. And we're going to see it in a second, just how much money they have to work with. But there you go. Everybody on 2,000. This is now a catastrophe for Luminosity Gaming. They have to make that SCAR 20 and that AWP count. It's all or nothing for them now. Whereas Titan, they have all the money they need to go for a full buy, get all the fun guns. Tech 9s across the board, nearly.
5 Molotovs.
Yeah, they're just, yeah, exactly. It's going to be a flambe everywhere.
Well, we'll see how it's all going to work out. Lex in the middle. One of the 3 people with a pistol, and it looks like it's going to be a fairly fast execute on towards the A-bomb site here. Frost has to get into a better position, though. Flom will pick up the early kill here on Maniac, and that drops the bomb. And he's going to go and try and cover it. This is great news.
Can they take over Lex, though? Lex with that, he gets in there, and Frost with the SCAR 20, laying into him. RPK and Kenny are gone. And this call from Titan, the YOLO play onto A, just gets completely hard countered. Both of the guns. It's a gamble from Luminosity. They put both of the guns over on that A site, and Titan ran right into him.
And Aya walking up behind here is making a lot of noise for Existence. Not going to get the kill, gets shut down. And look at that, just relaxing in the corner. And that will be 15-15 and overtime. Man, I mean, they're going to be happy. You can hear them shouting still in the background, but they could have won this map. They could have totally won this map.
They could have won this map on when it was 14-14 and taken it into overtime. 13-13 as well. There were plenty of opportunities, but both of these teams just coming back in the clutch really. Titan with big plays of their own, opening up that B site, hitting those key shots, and then Luminosity on A site. I mean, I don't want to call it. It is basically the gamble though, because they're just like we're going to put both of those guns on A site, and if they come there, we're going to slaughter them. If they happen to go B, well, it's going to be a retake, and it's going to be really difficult. But it worked out perfectly for Luminosity, especially that aggressive push into Squeak, dropping that bomb, allowing for the rest of Luminosity to instantly start rotating. I mean, that was just best case scenario across the board for the North American team.
Yeah, honestly, considering how recently they made the lineup change to LG here, I'm really excited for the way they're playing. Sure, the score was a bit one-sided on Mirage, but they were off to a really slow start and they had a rough beginning. I mean,
they're 0-4 right now on cash as well, Luminosity.
Yeah.
So it's like they're going to come in here. If they get a LAN win against Titan for like their first win so far in ESEA,
it wouldn't be too bad at all.
That's wild.
Yeah, definitely playing much better than I was expecting here. Really excited to see it. And in the overtime, who knows? I mean, Titan should have the advantage just having the more experience, but you never know. And Titan they've been struggling finding an opening playing the T side. They really haven't come up with a lot.
Yeah, it's one of their least played maps. I mean, this is incredible. This is probably the effect that Arya is having, and this is also the effect of, anti-stratting, of just getting the homework in.
Right, and so I started off saying that my worry about someone like Arya is because he's been sort of in and out of the global offensive scene for the past 2 years. He shows up and everyone says, this is great, he's a really good player, I'm looking forward to it, and then he plays a couple of months and he disappears again.
Yeah.
But obviously he has put in a lot of work for this tournament, so it's not. This isn't just. I mean, that to me seems like a signal that he's taking this really seriously now.
It's very clear,
which is very cool.
And they're going to have everything that they need here to go for the full buy. And this is 10,000 MR3. Look at Frost though, man. Like, no fear. That is so much money to spend. It is now so important that Luminosity win this first round. They've literally spent 2/3 of their money in the first round here of this overtime.
Yeah. It's America, man.
Yeah, man. Go big or go home.
Yeah, exactly. We're in Texas as well.
He actually rode over to that A site in the back of like a monster truck, just. There you go, man.
On the back of this one. That's how we got there with some toxic waste in the background.
Perfect.
No problem. I could see it happening. Well, Titan again. They do want to use this boost spot to get some mid control, and Kenny versus Flom in the middle.
He wants it so bad. Just peek. Oh, and they are going to play it very carefully here, Luminosity. Instead, it's Lex who's just holding ultra passive, going for the peek, spots them out. Existence walks out, he gets the headshot. What a shot! That was crucial. Now Titan have some room to breathe.
Yeah, they get that opening. Still 45 seconds is not that much time. Frost here. If he could stay alive in the background and wait for Flom to get in, they're going to have a good crossfire. Just has to win this fight. He doesn't, and that means now Flom's position is going to be much worse. They're going to smoke him off any second here. He's getting the opening kill, and Titan shouldn't be crossing. They shouldn't be challenging. They could just wait and smoke him off.
Yeah, there's the flash, and that's going to force him around the corner. They need to get onto that bomb. They need to get onto that site with the bomb, but then out in the open, Kenny taking that fight straight up. They finally managed to come back into it, get the kill on a Flom. Existence takes out Anger, but that was way too close. Titan just with the ballsy plays, really.
And Existence going to go down. Still not a lot that Aya could do at this point in time here, and he's going to get grenaded. That is RPK with a nice timed grenade there at the end.
It's like Maniac still has his smoke. Like, why didn't they just smoke off CT when you run across like that?
So, I mean, if Frost wins this fight in the back here, then all of a sudden him and Flom can shoot. They're crossed in here, and there's almost nothing that Titan can do. Once they get the kill back here, they should just be able to smoke and flash and to get the cross here. I think Titan risked a lot by fighting as early as they did.
Agree.
But it works out for them anyway.
They pick up that first round. Crucial victory here. Luminosity, as you guys can see, are already kind of limited on the nades. No fancy Scar 20 to work with this time for Frost. Instead, it's going to be a straight M4, no Kevlar.
And yeah,
like, that's wild.
That's a big problem.
So this is why some teams, when it is MR310K, they don't even go for like AWPs or anything at all. They just go for a standard buy so that they can at least guarantee 2 full buy rounds. If they lose the first one, they're going to have full money for the next one.
Wait, this M4 was even dropped by Flom.
There's the wall bake through.
Wow, that actually works. Great job. Something that people should do a lot more. Cache is a map where there are a bunch of wall bangs that have been underused.
Especially when you know you're playing versus Titan. Maniac literally goes into Squeak Door like every single round on T side.
And Kenny gets the kill on Flom coming up from the middle of the map. So now Lex trying to see if he can get up behind the smoke. He will get that kill. And Titan have been falling time and again. You've been saying it all game, Samuel, that they've been just been flanked from that connector there. And Lex going to pick up the kill. It's still a 1v3 for him, and he has to win this round. Otherwise, they're going to be, well, forcing up for the last one and have almost nothing either. Lex goes down. Great effort from him. 3 kills here. Still can't make it.
Tried to do the best that he could there. And Frost as well from that position. The last time we saw him holding that position close on the site, he just wreaked havoc. And not this time.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, Luminosity right now, they're getting pounded into the ground. And here's the impact. Losing both of your CT rounds, 10,000, you are broke by the last one. Frost even going for like just the 5-7 nades. No Kevlar again for him. Whereas the rest of his team are skimping on the nades. So this is a very difficult position for Luminosity to play from. If they can hold it down, I mean, if Titan get all 3 rounds on T side, they've practically got this map in the bag.
It's going to be close at least. And LG, as a result, are trying to boost up, or sort of you stack up in this A bomb site, which is a really good idea. Frost, I think, is about to pop flash in, but he's not going to catch anyone. And in fact, when that pop flash goes through, it will be a clear sign. Maniac will hear it, and that means they know for a fact there's 2 people over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Titan's going to use that audio cue to do something else. Here comes the pop flash. Not going to catch anyone. Maniac's going to hear it, and they're going to move in the middle very, very quickly afterwards, which makes a lot of sense here. Now, Lex pushing up. If the timing is right, this could really work.
He needs to go very quickly here because they're going to start clearing out onto this site. Anger attempting to do the best he can with this Deagle. Runs right into Hull, so he's just trying to buy more time here. Lex is going to get the kill. Anger turns around and one-shots Kenny. And now he's got an AWP to play with as well. And he takes the shot through the smoke onto Apex and lands it. Titan, they are somehow going to lose this force buy scenario coming out of LG.
Well, it's not quite done yet. The bomb is ticking away. Maniac will get overrun. Flom and Aya to retake it. But what a round from Anger. Todd stepping it up and doing big work.
That was like a 181 dig.
Yeah, and then the op shot through the smoke as well. Really good job. 16-17. It's still very likely that Titan can run away with this game because they just need to win 2 rounds. We're looking for the first team to get to 19 rounds here in the overtime. That's the play.
That's it. And I see how you know, you're circling Titan. Is that your prediction there, Anders?
That's my prediction. Yeah, actually, it is. I mean, I'd love to see a 3rd map, especially as Luminosity are just playing better and better, it seems, the later this goes. So I feel like they kind of deserve it, but I feel like Titan have the better experience for it. And once you play overtime, you do need a different mentality. It's hard playing overtime if you're not used to it. And with the new lineup and everything here, and maybe with a lot more like limited LAN experience for this lineup, it's going to be a bit rough.
That is something to keep in mind. But you know, also just going back to the stats for LG on this map, it has definitely been one of their weaker ones throughout the regular season. So already them managing to take Titan to overtime is one hell of an accomplishment. And I think a lot of that has to come down to Arya. You know, just have to repeat that. He seems to be having a huge impact on this team right now. Yeah,
really impressed by his play, and Lex stepping it up at the later stage of this half as well, really playing well. Like I said, Lex is a super hungry player. Been doing a lot of streaming in the NA scene, which is really cool. We do need more pro people to stream in Counter-Strike. It's great when it happens. And Lex is one of the people that do it a lot, so it's really nice. 17-16. And we've got the second half of the overtime coming up here. Titan having already won the first map. This is do or die time for Luminosity. They need to win, well, 3 rounds in a row, and they've got the map. But at least they need to force double overtime here. Yeah, and look at this.
And this is just straight up aggression from Titan. They don't want to mess around. They want to hard counter anything that gets thrown at them. Apex with a very slow spray there onto Arya, though. Took him a little bit, and it is going to be an A split after all. 2 in main, 2 up short, and we'll see if they can hold here. Kenny behind quad box is going to have the key position. Misses the first shot. That sets it up for Maniac now, but Maniac also struggling.
Oh, yeah, it took him a while, but he's going to get that last headshot in, and now it's on Flom. He goes down. Maniac not even reloading. 20 bullets to get 3 kills, picks up the AWP, and that is now match and map point for Titan. 18-16. And Luminosity, they've got to be annoyed, because you can tell they were setting up. I was in the middle alone, calling out, you know, let's just wait, let's get ready, and then suddenly he's dead. Yeah. That push from through B was just so good.
Let's see here how things develop now as Titan potentially going to the last round of this best of 3. Touchdown nade. Man, they were just out of range. That could have been brutal.
Still, I mean, collectively, still a lot of damage. But you're right. If they had been 2 steps further, it would have been a good, good 20 damage or 30 damage on everyone. And Maniac flashed for a moment. No one peeking him yet. Flommer's right around the corner. He's going to have the perfect timing. That's the bomb down as well. While they've boosted into the middle, so now they have to go back and get it. I feel for Luminosity. They've made it so close in this game, but now it's being stripped away from them. And Titan, I mean, predictably going to win, but not in the way that I thought. I thought this would have been a very different matchup. So Anger all alone, 1v5 here, making it a 1v4.
Yeah, and now, I mean, he even has to go back to pick up that bomb, but Maniac is going to be on top of it. Apex, he hears the steps, and he's going to be right around that corner. Thought that he hit the headshot there, but Apex hits it instead, and that is going to be the 2-0 win for Titan to start things off here at ESEA Season 18. Just looking so good.
Yeah, honestly, honestly, a good start for Titan. They're going to be happy with it, but I think overall, LG should be quite excited about what they just showed us. They're playing one of the really strong European teams on some of their really good maps.
On one of Titan's stronger maps, whereas for LG, I mean, it's definitely one of their weaker maps. So total 180. I mean, that's got to be the thing you take away from it already. Arya, he's clearly having such a high, like a good impact on the team because Mirage was much closer than the scoreline says. And then overtime on Cash. That's fantastic.
A lot of evidence that they really put in a great amount of work playing this game. I mean, I'm excited to see if Luminosity are going to have the same level of homework for other teams, or if it was just Titan.
Your first best of 3, right? You have the time yesterday to prepare once you know that that's coming up. Now they have to see who they're going to meet in the lower lower bracket matches, essentially.
Yes, I mean, you're never going to feel good losing a match, but looking back in a couple of days, I kind of hope Luminosity are going to still be pretty proud about what they just did. Very, very curious. I mean, now I'm even more sad we didn't get to see Dust 2, because I think they would have been really good on it.
If we could have made it to map 3, anything would have been possible there.
I mean, you know, Frost with the almost dedicated auto sniper and making it work quite a lot as well. On Dust 2, we've seen that work quite well. So I guess we'll see. Not sure if we have a post-game screen, but either way, we're gonna go for a bit of a break here before we go into the next best of 3, which I think is gonna be covered by Moses and Mega Man.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's supposed to be Mouse Cloud 9.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Mouse, especially Mouse.
Mouse especially, right? Because they bowed out of the recent tournaments. They actually dropped out of tournaments just to prepare for this one.
And because of Nicolino, he's a very good player.
Although he was a little nervous in the match earlier.
Apparently he was, but I'm still looking forward to it. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go for a quick break and we'll be back here at the ESEA LAN. So stay with us, and you know, I know it's going to get late, but we do want you guys sticking with us. We'll be back soon enough.